Good morning, everyone. Who's getting ready to do our morning chores here on the Tiny Urban Farm. Let's see what kind of comments we have here. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Here on our Tiny Urban Farm, we have we raise rabbits for meat and their manure for fertilizer. We raise quail for meat and eggs as well. Meat and eggs. So every day we clean up the manure trays because this little room here is attached to my house, and I just trying to keep the smell down. So we're going to be just going through our morning routine on cleaning the cages, feeding everybody, and making sure they have water. And that's what we do here on our Tiny Urban Farm. So follow along. Quail cages that we use are Winola Ranch, triple level, and they're at a slant so that the eggs will roll off to the front, so we can collect eggs right here in the front. And this one has a little hole in it right there. Don't know if they packed it or whatever, so we put that in this little container. This goes to feed our earthworms, our composted worms. This is our quail brooder cage. We got some young chicks in here, and we have to change out the tray on that one every day, just like everybody else. We try to keep everything clean. We line the trays with puppy pads. We line the manure trays with puppy pads. And we just secure the sides with alligator clips. No guinea pigs. No, I got rabbits. No guinea pigs. Got rabbits. And I have a quail. the quail poop from one day. It's the poop from one day. So this is how easy it is to clean these cages. Fold it over. And dump it, and that tray is clean. That tray is fairly clean. I don't have to hose it down or anything. Oh yeah, all the time. I make omelets. I cook quail eggs every couple of days. So yes. Usually takes about 3 eggs to make one regular size egg. It takes about 3 eggs to make one regular size egg. So when I do sell quail eggs, you can have them shipped to you. If you're on TikTok, go to my bio, and on my you go to my website, and there's a link on there where you can buy some quail eggs, or in it on YouTube. It's actually in the video description where you can get some quail eggs shipped to you. These cages here are actually rabbit cages. These aren't the quail cages. These are actually rabbit cages that I'm using for quail temporarily because I'm going to be ordering some more quail cages pretty soon. And so I don't have any rabbits that I'm growing out because I don't breed rabbits during the summertime. I don't breed rabbit during the summertime. Hey, Ren. I only breed during the winter when it's cooler. And so I butchered all of them about a month and a half ago or so. And I got a freezer full of rabbit. So I need a space for these grow out quail, so I use these rabbit cages for the quail. But they have a slide out manure tray. They have a slide out manure tray that all their droppings fall into. And I line this tray with puppy pads. I line this tray with these puppy pads. And it makes changing these clean these trays out so simple. So simple. And because all I do is I attach them with alligator clips on the sides just to hold it in place when I slide it in there. And then I just take the clips off, fold it up, throw it in the trash, and I'm done. Slap another one of these on there real quick, and I'm done. So I'll show you how the process works. Slide it out. That's 1 day's worth of quail food. Take these alligator clips off. And when I get my biodigester, all of this poop will go into the biodigester, and I'll be able to use that to make fuel, the methane gas, to cook with. And voila, it's done. Puppy pads are about 40 cents a piece, 45 cents a piece, because I buy them in bulk. when I didn't use puppy pads, it would take me 4 times as long to clean these trays because I would have to hose them down every day. So the expense is worth it. Literally, I'm not getting wet. It makes it easier, especially with the rabbit poop manure that I saved. I don't want it in pine shavings. Voila, that's done. That's done. That's done. Because like my rabbit manure, I use that for fertilizer. And if I'm lining the rabbit manure cage, the manure tray with pine shavings, I got to deal with pine shavings all in the rabbit manure, and I just don't like doing that when I'm trying to use that as fertilizer. So this keeps everything separate. How often do I change them usually? During the summertime when it's warm, I change these every day. The rabbits I change every 3 or 4 days. Yeah, because rabbit manure doesn't stink, it's the urine that stinks. But when you get these pads wet, it turns it into a gel. So the urine turns into a gel. So there really is no smell. So I don't have to change the rabbit manures often. But these I change every day. Look at that, done. I don't have to hose them down, none of that stuff. You know, I mean, my mom uses these for her dog, and she has to change it a couple times a day when they poop and piss on it anyway. I'm using it for my animals, and I get to eat what they produce. Not the poop, but their eggs and their the meat that they produce. I get to eat that. But you know, if you're raising animals to eat, it's not cheap. No matter what you do, you're gonna have an expense. So like a bag of feed is $25. You know, a bag of feed is $25 if you're feeding any kind of animal. Like my quail feed is $25. A rabbit feed is $25 for a 50-pound bag. It's not cheap. Equine pellets and pine is a hell to deal with, and I couldn't save anything. Okay. Okay, 4 or 5 rabbit pellets a month. Yep. go through a lot as well. Because I live in the city now, but before I moved here, I lived on a couple acre farm, and I raised rabbits commercially. I had 300 doe that I was breeding, on an ongoing, all the time. So I would have about 1,000 rabbits all the time, like when you count their babies. And when I fed pellets, I was feeding 4 to 5 bags a day of 50-pound pellets, of 50 pounds of rabbit pellets, 4 to 5 pounds or bags a day. Back then, it was only $14 a bag. So it was cheaper. The cost of food was cheaper. I would buy it by the truckload. I would get like 50 bags at a time. And then, I'd have a couple times a month. Yeah. So these are the quail cages that we use with Nola Ranch. And what I do is I make wings to stop the quail from pooping on the sides and it falling on the ground. Because I just don't like cleaning poop off the ground. And so I make these wings with the puppy pads. And I just attach them to the cage, the side of the cage, so that they don't poop on the ground. Because look, you see all that. This would be all on the ground. That would be all on the ground if I didn't make these wings. Same thing, I use alligator clips to hold it in place. Just fold it up. Dump it. Tray is clean. Take my puppy pads. I mean, if I was selling rabbit meat commercially now, would it be in, $28 a bag? It would be like $60 a rabbit. For somebody, for me to sell a meat rabbit to somebody, it'd be like $60. So I know the processor, the one that butchers it, his fees probably went up as well. So I think I was paying $2.50 per rabbit to get them butchered. This is how I make the wings. Take them up. See? Wings. Keep the mess inside the cage, inside the poop tray. Another wing. Hey, Brandon, Stacy, if everybody in here, there's 16, 18 people in here, if y'all could tap the screen and give me some likes. Tap the screen and get me some likes. Get me up to 1,000. Get me up to 1,000 likes. Appreciate it. Tap that screen, give me some likes. Now my Winnola Ranch cages, when I'm changing the bottom tray, I always want to have a fresh tray to slide underneath here as quick as possible. Because if I don't, you can guess what happens is the quail will poop and get shit on the floor, and I don't want any shit on the ground. And I have to take the tray out from the back. So these cages are on wheels or casters with locks on the bottom. So it makes it easy to move. I'll make sure I take the wings loose and push them underneath. Take the wings loose. Push it under, and then I can just slide the tray out. Look at all that poop from one day. Thank you for those likes. Now I gotta get that other one in here quickly so I don't have shit on the floor. Slide this new one in and make sure the back is overhangs, so when they poop, it won't go on the ground, it'll go onto this tray right there. And then I bring up the wings on the side. And take them. While I got you back here, these here are my heavy-duty trough waters that the quail can reach their heads in and drink as much water, and they have like a little flotation deal on them. So when the water gets low, more water will come in here. So I just installed those yesterday, and they seem to be working fine. I don't want to put it too close to the wall because shit will get on the wall. Hey, we had 800 likes. Get me to 1,000. Let's get me to 1,000. We're almost there. Tap that screen. Tap, 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 tap. And when I get my biodigester, this will all be dumped into the biodigester, this quail poop, so I can make fuel to cook with. Look, that tray is clean. This is what we're going to line it with the next one with. We did. Thank you for those likes, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're gonna make the wings. Wing for the truck. Of course, the wing right there to keep that poop in the tray. Keep the poop in the tray. There's the wing. Bring the wing out. The top row, we have to cut a slit in it. Bring it out and tape it up on the side. Keeps the poop inside the tray. Keeps that poop inside the tray. Got one more to do. Remove the wing from the side, push it underneath. Slide it out. Yes, I do have a Facebook. Yes, I do. If you go to my bio, there's a you can go to my my website and there's a link to my Facebook, but it's the same name, Casey's Tiny Urban Farm. And thank you for the follow. But this is how easy it is to use these puppy pads to clean this stuff. Look, that tray is clean already. Tray is clean. These are the puppy pads. I buy them in bulk. I get them at 150 a time. And this saves me so much time when it comes to cleaning cages. Wind ain't cooperating. the wing. We'll do the same thing for the other side. I'm in California. I'm in California. That's the other wing. Thank you for the follow. So now we fold in the wings and we slide it underneath the cage, making sure it overhangs the back real good. And then we just pull this wing up like that and tape it. Same thing on the other side. And that's basically that's what we do to clean the manure trays on the quail. We do the same thing for the rabbits. They've got, manure trays as well. But I only do that like twice a week, because these puppy pads, they actually absorb that urine that they produce, and it just turns it into a gel, so there's no smell. So the quail, they stink. They stink. The rabbits, they don't stink. So now what's left is giving everybody food and water. That's what's next. So I'm going to do that real quick while you guys just watch what I'm doing. I sell the quail. Yes, I do. I sell the quail. So I've got some roosters available, but I don't ship them. You got to be local to get the quail. The rabbit, I don't sell rabbit right now, but if you want quail meat or rabbit meat, I work with the company. If you go to my bio on TikTok, go to my website, you can buy some rabbit meat or quail meat. They'll ship it to you. Or if you're on YouTube, it's on my, there's a link in the video description for rabbit, quail meat, and the eggs as well. If you want to buy some quail, live quail from me, it's in Sacramento County. So it's a local pickup only. Local pickup. Yeah. So we're getting ready to clean their waters out and get them some water. This is what what I use to water the quail. I have to change this twice a day. That's what I got to change twice a day. They play or jump around in there, and a lot of it spills out. Can you reintroduce the quail? I'm not. I've heard that you can't put these out there because they won't make it. They're not. They're domesticated. These are jumbo coturnix quail. Let me look at the comments here. Thank you for the share. Yeah, I don't think these wouldn't. I don't think these would survive in the wild anymore. Yeah, this is a jumbo coturnix quail rooster. He's see his feathers on his chest are reddish color. This is a rooster. Yeah, this is a rooster here. And I've separated them by sex. So I've got one rooster and 4 hens in this cage here. And then I've got probably 20 roosters here, 15 or 20 of them down at the bottom cage. I'm going to increase my flock of hens because I got a supply for eggs to sell my eggs now. And so I'm going to get another quail cage set up. It's going to be this exact same one here. This Winola Ranch triple level. So the eggs roll down to the front. It's easy to collect them. Have automatic water up here on the top. I just fill this up, you know, and it waters everybody. The mother and the little ones. No, there's no mother. I hatch them in an incubator. I put them in an incubator to hatch them. When I feed the rabbits, I just give them a standard rabbit pellet. Nothing fancy. See, it doesn't take much to feed a rabbit. They had a little bit of food that's still in there. So I don't put too much because I don't want to overfeed them. My rabbits would get out. On the farm, I had a fish net. That's how I used to catch them. You was fast, okay. Okay, so everybody's been fed. Everybody's been. Now we just need to get water for the grow out or the automatic watering system, and we are done. We are done. We're gonna fill up that top white bucket there. fill up this one here. Water troughs make a difference in how much water that they drink. That bucket was close to almost empty. Normally it's not that much water missing out of it. So if you watch my earlier videos, you can see the water trough that I have. They get their water from. Give them a little food. And that's our morning routine. We're pretty much done now. Because sometimes what we'll do is we'll scrub the floor and disinfect the floor, but we're not doing that today. We'll do that in a couple of days. We'll probably change the rabbit manure trays tomorrow or the next day. But we're going to be collecting eggs today. And then we're actually going to be doing a test on some of the eggs that I've been sitting around for a little bit, because they have a shelf life. They don't have to be refrigerated, nothing. These quail eggs, they have a shelf life. So when they're sitting out like this, you can do what's called a float test. So we're going to do a float test on our eggs. We're going to weigh some eggs, and then we're going to actually scramble up some eggs to eat as well. So make sure you follow me on TikTok. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Does the metal on their feet cause bumblefoot? It's not the metal on the feet that would cause bumblefoot. It's if there's poop accumulated on the metal and you don't clean those trays, the metal, very often, then they can get that bumblefoot. Yes, then they can get that bumblefoot. So I clean these trays once a month. My cages here. I'll take all the quail out, scrub it, spray it with a disinfectant, scrub it with the brush, pressure wash it off, and put them back in. Because I've had bumblefoot, I've had it before. I've had it before, and it's just something that you have to deal with.